Alright guys, today we're doing a new challenge that I haven't done on the channel before. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be picking from one of 5 characters I have here, and whichever one I land on is who I will be trying to upgrade for an hour, and basically seeing how much better I can make them. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use Training Guide and Spiral Abyss to determine how much better the character got. And I'm going to quickly spin a wheel to decide which character I'll be doing today. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie, I just realized for this whole video that the wrong mic was connected, like for my other headphones, so I actually have no audio, which is horrible, but, you know, I'm just going to voice over the whole video and see how it goes. Anyway though, the character that we got was Kuki Shinobu, and I'm just going to be trying to upgrade her. I've been wanting to upgrade her for a while because I have a Hyper Bloom team, and I just think that will work well. The other options were Zhongling, Xingqiu, Candace, and Lynette, and I didn't get any of those, but I just wanted to upgrade those for different teams. But anyway though, we have Kuki for today, and I'm basically just going to see where she's at right now, which is literally nowhere, like level 1, Dull Blade, nothing on her, so I'm just going to be using the training guide marker here, and I put a mark on my screen at this point, so I know how far along we are on the training guide. And next, I'm going to do floor 4, chamber 1 of Spiral Abyss, because that's the last single team chamber. And I'm just going to simply measure how much time it takes for me to beat this chamber. So, I'll let you guys enjoy that. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the build I'm starting with for this Kuki Shinobu. It's literally level 1, I think, and yeah. Anyway though, for the challenge I have to use Kuki in all the parties for all the domains or bosses I fight, so there's also that. But yeah, level 1, I do have the essential materials, so we can get to level like 40. I don't remember if I had enough books or not, but yeah, no I didn't, so I'm at 35. And we got a nice little Ascension Fate. But for a weapon and artifacts, I'll kind of figure that out later. And hopefully, you know, we can get some decent stuff. I know her best weapon for what I could have right now is Iron Sting, but I don't think I had enough to craft that. So, you know, we'll get creative with it. We'll figure it out. And I definitely don't have the Deep Woods domain, so yeah, I could use that as part of my time. But you know, I gotta just figure out what I want to do. Anyway, though, now it's time for me to, you know, write out the character build. So I'll get back to you guys once I've built her. Alright, so this is me about 50 minutes into the recording, so I'm basically done with my hour at this point. What I do want you guys to keep in mind, though, is it is Wednesday when I'm recording this, so I couldn't do our talent domain, and I couldn't do a lot of, I couldn't do the weapon ascension materials, and I can do a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do. But, we still got a decent bit of stuff done. She's now level 40, of course, because, it wasn't that hard to get the books. I couldn't ascend her because I don't have Knockaweed, place unlocked. I was not going all the way to Inazuma during my hour and trying to figure that out. I feel like there was just better things I could do. We did get a lot better artifacts. I think that was the thing I spent the most amount of time on. But first, we're using Lion Sword as our weapon. I mean, it's a pretty decent choice. I'll probably get it to 50 before the end of the challenge, honestly, because I still have 10-20 minutes left. And, here are the artifacts, So artifacts, definitely what I spent the most time on. It's probably the best one. 15 crit values, not bad at all. And, honestly, I'll probably get this to 12. But, we have some decent HP. A lot of pieces have EM on them. And, we have 2-piece Wanderers, 2-piece Instructor. So, that's plus 160 EM right there. And, I was trying to also make sure my HP is pretty high. And not just because he scales off of it, but also because our level's so low. And I feel like my build's honestly not that bad. Kind of getting carried by the artifacts. And some of these I just had on other characters, which was nice, so I didn't have to farm for them. I think the problem was I started to run out of 3-star artifacts, but I can just de-equip all the ones that are on characters I don't use, Amber. I'm definitely taking them off of Amber. Probably all the other characters I don't use, so I'll do that later. But I'm gonna quickly get my Lion's Roar up to 50, and level up those artifacts, and then I'll get back to you guys, and it'll be time for Spiral Abyss. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, guys. Now my Kuki will be done as soon as I kill this Fatui agent. Honestly, it's probably been the worst part of this challenge. I actually hate fighting these things. But we're actually doing some decent damage now. This is obviously too low for me to be fighting reasonably. But, it's definitely not bad at all. For only having an hour on my Kuki, she's actually doing some damage for the team. And I'm actually pretty sure the 4 I'm doing has an electro damage bonus, which I didn't even plan for. Because, electro is just one of the options I had. So, that's nice. But now we can ascend my Lion's Roar. That's up to 50 instantly, because I just have so many enhancement ores at this point. So, that's nice, and that also gives me more attack. Artifacts, I did upgrade the Bard's Feather in between now. So, that's actually a 12. But, now, it's time for the final results. Alright, so now it's time for the final results. What we're going to be doing is, first, I'm just going to look at Training Guide real quick, and then we'll play Spiral Abyss. So, we definitely made some significant progress. When I started, my Kuki was actually between, the U and the K in the word Kuki. So, definitely have made a lot of progress from that. Definitely getting carried by the artifacts too. My weapon and level itself are still pretty bad, and I can do talents because it is Wednesday, not Tuesday, which I think her account domain is. I think it's Tuesday, Friday. I just know it's not Wednesday, because that's why I didn't even bother going. But that's not too bad. I don't know what to say. I couldn't really do the levels, and I could have probably maybe done one more weapon ascension. But I tried to just spend more time trying to get better artifacts. And I think that was why we made so much progress on the bar. But now, it's time for Spiral Abyss. Alright guys, so now we've actually gone from 314 left to 404. Absolutely crazy improvement. So definitely made a lot of progress during this hour. I'm just going to do some pulls to close the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.